Start. Okay, this hangout is online. Is live. Hi, everybody. I'm Gio, the content creator for The Boss Life Online, where I show you how I make money online. Now, it may not be for everybody, but I'm sure it's for somebody. Okay, and today we have my online partner with us today. His name is Timothy L. Drobnick Sr. Hi, Tim.
Hello.
Okay, and first of all, I have to get this Hangout on my tablet so that I can see everybody coming in. So just give me a sec to do that, and we will get this party started. Okay, let's see here. Um, Here we go. Almost there. Almost there.
Oh,
Okay. Hey, we have Patra is in the house, Tim.
who?
Patra.
Oh, Petra. Hey,
Remember?
Petra.
Yeah. Yeah,
Long time
Patra.
no see on text.
Patra, if you can see Tim and I and hear Tim and I, put a one in the chat for me. I'm so glad you came early. Good morning and welcome, Patra.
I remember Petra.
Oh, she says, I am still sick but wanted to see Tim. Tim, say hello to Patra. Okay, she can hear both of us. Tim, say hello to Patra.
Hello, Petra. I hope you feel better very soon.
Yeah. Okay, Patra. That should be your medicine for today, okay?
Get
Okay, we're just
well.
gonna wait.
That's an order.
Did you hear what he said, Patra? Okay, Patra, are you still in the chat? Because you put something in the chat that is saying show hide. So whatever it is, let me know that you're still here. But okay, yeah, she's still here. She's typing, she's laughing at us, Tim. So far, Patra, it seems like I got two people in the chat, but it might be myself because I have my tablet. But we're just gonna wait for a couple more people to get the notices and come in. Yeah, I told you Donald came in the chat, Tim, yesterday.
Yep. Tall,
You remember
smooth
Donald?
dog
Yeah, tall from New York.
and
Yeah,
a smooth dancer.
yeah. Okay, so I'm live. Okay, let's see. Cece. Hey, Cece. Cece is in the chat.
Who the heck is Cece?
Cece Vance, my
I
daughter.
know. I'm just kidding. Hi, Cece.
Hey, Cece, thank you so much for coming. Okay, we're just gonna wait on a few more people to get in the chat before we start. Tim, start talking about how wonderful your girl is. Okay. All right. Well, I don't like to have like a chat that's dead and I'm not talking about anything. But on Thursdays, I am going to try at least twice a month. I am going to try to have people in here to one, just talk about their channel, or two, talk about affiliate programs and what they do so that you guys can know what affiliate programs you may be interested in joining. So that's going to happen twice a month on Thursdays. And that's if I have somebody to do it. Okay, we have Alicia's Crafts. Hi, welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for coming. I think Aisha. Okay, hey, she's saying hi to you, Patra.
Hello, Alicia.
Uh, yeah, okay, yeah, really, yeah, Patra. So that's what I want to do on Thursdays, maybe twice a month. Now, next Thursday is none other than CC Vance, celebrity publicist. She's going to be here telling people how she became a publicist and how it all started for her. So that's next Thursday,
I
and I
read her
think
book.
it's, huh?
I read Cece's book.
Yeah, she got a good book. But she's going to tell everybody about all of that next week. And I think it's the I'm going to have the same time, 10:30 for her. But I will put that in my community post. Hey there, the Prince Network. How are you? I'm so happy you came. Thank you so much. You're going to meet an amazing man, Mr. Timothy L. Drobnick, who is my online partner. So please hang around for that. We're going to get started in just a few seconds here. Okay? And please hit the like button on your way in and give your girls some likes. Okay? And I don't want to hold Tim too long because I know he has an excellent business offline. You guys are going to be amazed about Tim Dropnik because I
Not
am.
that great. Quit bull.
I am not bullying you, and you know that you are amazing and a smart guy. So he trying to be like, but I have to give credit where credit is due. Okay. All right, Tim. Everybody, get ready and meet my online partner. We on 4 sites together online. And Tim is going to tell you how we met through his eyes and everything. So, Tim, take it away.
Hello, everybody. Georgetta, thank you for inviting me in here. Georgetta is my online partner for my internet company. She does a lot of other things besides that completely on her own. So she's half of everything I am on the internet, but I'm not half of everything she is on the internet. So I met Georgetta, I think it was 2010. 2011 online, and over a period of time, and that was for I started WOMVegas.com. It was during the time when the internet was really changing to social media and Facebook was just getting popular. I started the internet company in 1995. So it's from 95, I was on the internet I was a complete owner up until I met Georgetta. And I was still the owner up until I started this tax business I'm in. And I just told Georgetta, I can't do this by myself anymore. And I don't want to do it by myself anymore. So I just gave her half of my business and it's done better. But a short, brief history. I came out to Ohio, which is where I'm at now, in '87 with 2 small children and a wife, and came out here to start a business, which I did. I built it up. And by 1994, it had 50 sales offices. These were telemarketing. I'm a telemarketing expert. And there was we had 50 sales offices across 5 states out here. We were grossing $10 million a year. I had my own delivery system. This is way before Amazon did their own delivery thing. So I had my own delivery system. With every time we had it, the average sale was $35. Every sale was delivered within 2 hours. So I was ahead of Amazon on that. Amazon's starting to get to where they can do 2-hour delivery. Of course, I'm not a multi-billionaire, but it was fun and I was wealthy from it. And then in 1994, I became a single father overnight, and with 3 kids at the time. So I sold off my business and sold it to people that were my managers and such. And I knew that was really the only people I could sell it to. And I pretty much knew I wasn't going to get paid for too long because I knew my people. And sure enough, I got paid for about a year and then they quit paying. And we lawsuited back and forth and blah, blah, blah. So by 1995, 2 things had happened. One, I'd been home as Mr. Dad, Mr. Mom, that's it, Mr. Mom, for a whole year. And 2, I was getting poor because I wasn't getting paid anymore for my business. And because all the other money I had saved up, which I had a lot, was either froze up in lawsuits or I was spending on attorneys. So it was ridiculous. Anyway, so I was going crazy. I had to do something. My brain, I go from being the captain of industry to Mr. Mom sitting at home. So I had been watching the internet since 1991, and AOL at that point had, I think, 4 million people on there. I think that's what they had, 4 million. I thought, there's enough people here on the internet to sell things to. So that's what I did. So for 1995 and 1996, I started writing these short stories, and I started a mailing list off of AOL. I started in their chat groups, and I get a few people to join, and after a while, I give incentives for other people to join. And I had that list up to 100,000 people within a year, and then within a few years, I had it up to over 1 million. But the first 2 years, what I did was I write a short story, and I'd send it out about once a week. And in the story, I had a little ad for some products that it was earth-friendly cleaning products, which went along very well with my stories, because it's about small town growing up being an entrepreneur. And so in the first 2 years staying at home, I made a $200,000 profit just from these little stories. And later, overall, I had over 1 million readers in it. And overall, I was trying to think, yeah. And then I started doing, after that, everybody's asked me how to make money on the internet. So that's what I really went into after that, because the stories was good. As a matter of fact, I made a book of the stories just last year. I put the book together. This is on Amazon if you want to get it. Sales Success Stories from a True Child Entrepreneur. And I'm very proud of this book. It'd be really good for you if you get it. But so then I'm building mostly advertising products, and I'm an inventor. So I invented all kinds of things on the internet. I'm not going to go on that now, but a lot of things you use on the internet, I invented. And we was doing really, really, really well, grossing usually about $300,000 a year in sales. And that didn't represent the amount of sales that's actually making it happen, because some of that was commissions from, other companies we promote. And 2007, we had the big crash. So in 2007 is when my internet company went pretty much down to Zippo. It wasn't making a profit anymore. I had to cut way back just to be able to keep the servers on. But I had enough silver saved in the basement that I lived from 2007 until 2015 on, with some income coming from the internet, very little to none. So in 2010 or 11, I thought we started at Las Vegas in 2010, but maybe it's 2011, because I know I met you right away as soon as we started Las Vegas. So after the economy started to come back a little bit, I thought, well, we need to reinvent ourselves. So I started Las Vegas, which was a social media site, and Georgetta Monroe came in, and she wasn't somebody I knew before, but she stood out to me right away because she started producing. And she would do things that other people just, I say, here's what you should do. And most people say, oh, that sounds great. And then they never do it. Well, Georgetta would do it. And even one time, I think it was a phone call. She was like wondering what to do. And I said, if the best thing to do is to call these people. They will, if they hear you on the telephone, they're going to join, because nobody calls anybody on the telephone anymore. So yeah, text is great, chat is great and all that, but if you talk to somebody on the phone, you're setting yourself above everybody else. And I think she was crying, if I remember right. He's like, you were too afraid to do that. And I said, well, what do you want, Georgetta? If you want to move, this is what you need to do. Just do it. And by that time, most people just go away and I'd never see him again. Well, not Georgetta, she did it. And then she came back. She's so proud because she got a sale right away on the first call and another sale, I think, on the second one. And she's so excited. And from then on, she says, I ain't ever going to be afraid again. Yeah, I said, good for you. And she hasn't. She's a bull. So right away, I saw that she was different than everybody else. And then over the next several years, she proved herself over and over that she was my #1 salesperson. So by the time 2015 came around, I had finished raising my last child. I'd been home 25 years. And now I'm ready to get out of the house. I hope you understand that. So I want to start my own tack shop in a shopping center, which is where I'm at right now. I'm sitting in it right now. And But again, the internet business really wasn't making that much money for me, if at all. And to me, it was like, I just didn't want to do it anymore by myself. So I talked to Georgetta about it. Georgetta had this really great idea. She says, do you remember your hometown portals? I said, yeah, those were great before the crash. And we did. We made a lot of money on the hometown portals. We were in 16 countries. We had 1,000 portals. With every town had a person in that town selling advertising for the portal door to door to businesses. We were kicking butt on that thing. And even though I was only taking like 5% of the income, some of our people were making $250,000 a year out there promoting the portals. And I think back then our fee was, so it depended on the size of the town. It was $250 on up to, I mean, it could be $2,000 a month to have a portal, but it was worth it because it was my invention, this network of portals all over the world, which of course now Google does. Either these people are watching me or they just come up with the same ideas later. I doubt they're watching me, but I come up with ideas and later the billionaires do it too. But usually years later, we're usually way ahead of them. But Georgetta said, well, you remember that? Anyway, we did real good. I said, yeah, Georgetta, but that model will not work anymore. People don't want to spend this much money on advertising because in 2007, it just don't. Our people were buying advertising business to business and all of a sudden it just stopped. And the economy hurt everybody worldwide. And we tried to revive it and it wasn't going anywhere. So she said, well, I really, really think it's a good idea. I said, well, she really wanted me to do something with the towns and portal type things. Said, let me think about it. So one thing people have said to me for many, many years was how they would love to have their own little newspaper, like the penny savers or the nickel savers, the ads that, you give away for free at places and you sell ads in it. And for some reason, it was a fascination with a lot of entrepreneurs. I thought about that. And then I thought, all right. So I came up with City Penny Saver, and I came to Georgetta with it. She goes, "Oh, that's a good idea." I said, "Let's sell every site, every town, the portal for that town. We're not selling towns; we can't do that. We're selling the portal for that town for $10 a year, no matter the size of it." And it was a hit. And Georgetta did most of the work on that. I was just doing the programming and stuff. She took care of answering people's questions and being the face, and that left me kind of free to start building my tax business, which I wanted to do. And I think the first year, it wasn't terrible. I mean, the first year we each made about 20 grand off of that and just that one side, that was the first year. It's like, oh, this is pretty good. And then we had other ideas. And so when it wasn't tax season, January through April, I'm pretty much unavailable to Georgetta. She's spinning plates all by herself and
but I'm good at it.
Good, yeah. So the rest of the year we'd come up with the next one I think was Tim and Geo.
Yeah.
Which is really a really cool website. Every time I look at it, I go, this is a really cool website. And then we had, was it Tim and Geo Sound Off next?
Right.
And then we did one more.
Orange Leads.
Well, yeah, we brought back Orange Leads. Georgetta and I was talking about it. Orange Leads was one of my very early, extremely successful sites. I mean, I still travel anywhere sometimes, and I'll bump into people, and they'll go, "I know you used to own Orange Leads." Yeah, it was a big hit, and so we did a revision of it based on all the new things we invented, the new methods that we do, and so it's running too pretty good. Orange Leads is where anybody in a business opportunity can come and get free leads. And it used to be totally free, but we would make money by selling memberships. With our new model, it's totally free, but if you want to get more leads, you need to upgrade. Well, the first upgrade I think is $15 a year, and the highest one's $75 a year. Is that right, Georgia?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Which is a really good deal. I mean, heck of a deal for $75 a year. So you get your opportunity leads there, and you get to advertise yourself on there. So anyway, Georgetta is one of the very rare people in my life that has produced, done what she said she's going to do, has a good heart, cares about people, smart, good looking, and maybe I'll have to marry her someday. But she says she won't marry me. But no, I'd probably ruin our friendship, so we're not doing that. But she is a wonderful lady. So I don't know. What else do you want me to tell? Is that it?
I mean, you're doing a great job,
All
Tim.
right.
But we need to just say hello to everybody in
Hello,
the chat.
everybody.
I really, really thank you guys for coming. And this is Tim Drobnick Sr., and he is my online partner. And I am just blessed to have him in my life. But I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. We have, let me go back up to the top so I won't miss anybody. Uh, in the chat, we have Rio Patra. Hey, Patra, welcome to the chat. Aisha Crafts is in the building. The Prince Network. Donald. Hey, Donald. Donald DeMaris is here. Patra and Donald, we all work together with Tim at One Vegas. The Prince Network is here. Hey, How to Cook. I'm so glad you came by. Hans blog is here. And I just, okay, let's see. Viana Amaka, thank you for coming. Beautiful wife, thank you. And we have Callie girl is in the house. Hey, Callie girl. And we have the Itchy Guru is in the house. Thank you so much for coming. I think that's, oh, Manny and Bree. Thank you
Wow.
so much for coming.
That's a lot of
Okay.
people. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, and this is Tim Dropnick, my online partner. And like he was saying, you know, we own 4 big sites together and we're doing pretty well. Uh, oh, okay. And we have CC Vance in the site. I mean, oh my God, CC, every time I see your name, you just, I'm just get all out of words, girl. CC Vance is my daughter, and I will be featuring her next Thursday at the same time, 10:30 a.m. Eastern. So you guys got to be here. She is a celebrity publicist, and she's going to tell you guys how she got there. Hey, Val and Coco. No, you didn't, girl. Val. Hey, Val. Val and Coco is in the house. Wow, you and my daughter like take my words. Thank you so much, Val and Coco, for coming. Also, hey, Delightful Don. Thank you so much for coming. Flower Glamorous. Thank you so much for coming. Tim, Donald is saying, I am blessed to have both of you in my CTFO upline. Yes, we forgot to mention that one, Tim.
Yeah. Thank you, Donald.
Um, oh, yeah. And let's see. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If you're here and I did not call your name, please say hi to me in the chat and I will give you a shout out. But I do want to tell you about Val and Coco, Tim. She is a wonderful girl. She's just a go-getter. And if we ever come online, if Tim ever comes online there, I'm gonna have him come to one of your shows, okay? Because he needs to see. So she's just one of a kind, that Val and Coco. Okay. But thank you so much, Val, for coming. Like I say, next Thursday at 10:30 a.m. Uh, uh, Eastern time, I'm going to have my daughter, CC Vance, the celebrity publicist, on here to talk to you guys about what she does. Okay. Oh, thank you, Val. Oh, wow. All right. Now, I think, what was that? Oh, yeah. Tim, I want you to tell them how we got into CTFO, because y'all know that CTFO is my main business. And I've been telling y'all about CTFO and CBD products for a while now. And that particular company pays my bills. And Tim, I have not told you, but the team, the whole entire team is 6,165 folks. Okay. And I think I'm vice president. What are you? Are you still vice president too? Your
No,
rank
I'm
in
not,
C.
I'm not vice president right now. I got to get bumped back up there. I'd be making a
Oh,
lot
okay.
more money if I was vice president.
Okay, all right. So we just have to get back on our grind, Tim, and start sending out emails and stuff about CTFO to
Yeah,
get you back up.
I have done absolutely no promotion. I mean, if people call me and even in tax period, if they called me from had questions, I talked to them. But I did absolutely no promoting um, during tax season, but I'm still getting a steady right about $1,000 a month, and I'd probably be double that if I was vice president. And I haven't
No.
done anything since January. It's like because I've been too busy with tax season.
Yeah, but
And,
Tim, I think our team has went viral. I'm telling you,
yeah, so I mean, it's nice.
right. But anyway, yeah, Donald is saying, just say hello to Donald for me, Tim.
Hi, Donald.
And say hello to a Val and Coco.
Avala Coca,
Val, VAL,
Val,
and
and
Coco.
Coco. Okay,
Yeah,
Val. Okay. I don't always
there you go,
understand your southern
Val.
accent.
Okay. And of course, CC Vance is in the house again. Flower Glamorous is in the house. Delightful Don. Okay. Delightful Don is asking, what is CTFO? Tell her, Tim. What is CTFO?
CTFO. When would you get me in that? Was it 3 years ago or 2 years ago?
I think it was in 2018. No, 2016. No,
I think it might
I
have
joined in
been 17
2016.
something.
Yeah, for you, 2017, right.
Because I was in a year before they switched over to the new products, I think. Anyway, CTFO originally stood for Chew the Fat Off, and it was a diet company. And the only reason I joined it is because Georgetta told me to, and I follow orders pretty good. So I joined it, and I did some promoting of it, and I liked. Well, first of all, I looked at the comp plan to make the compensation plan to make sure it's legal. I've been the bell ringer for a lot of illegal companies, including the number one size Ponzi scheme on the internet. It was number one in the amount of people that were involved in it. It's not. It was almost $1 billion. Of course, Bernie Madoff, his was billions and billions, but he was number one on money. This other one was number one on how many. There's almost 1 million people involved in it that got suckered in it. And so I always check things out first to make sure it's legal. And for that one there, I was a bell ringer telling everybody, this thing is illegal, this is illegal, this is illegal. And I was offered millions of dollars to get in that. I mean, these were ex-friends of mine. They're not friends anymore. As soon as they started doing that, I said, you guys, I want no more association with you. They literally, because I have so many people on the internet that would join something if I asked them to, they offered me like millions just to get in because they had millions coming in. And I said, you guys, I said, how are you going to spend this money from your jail cell? And look at all the people you get hurt. They didn't care. So all of a sudden I realized you're not my type of people. And I was out and I was telling everybody, but not enough people listened. So I'm really good at looking at a company, know if it's going to be legal or not. And Chew the Fat Off, everything was legal on it. So yeah, it looks good. I wasn't really excited about diet products, but and I took some and they really don't do that much for me. But some other people said it was working really great for them. So, all right, well, if it works for you, great. And so I did a little promotion on it, and I said the company seems solid. I said it's new. I don't know yet how much it can be wrong. And after a while, I started getting little tiny checks. I mean, tiny checks, but they were regular. And 99% of network marketing companies or multi-level marketing companies that start in business go out of business. It's just, you already know that's going to happen, all right? So after a year, they were still sending these little tiny checks. Well, now they've made it past the mark of, like I said, if a network marketing company can last for a year, they've beat at least 90%. And if for them just to stay in for long term, they'd be probably 99% or more. So I thought, well, this is pretty good. But I still wasn't really excited about the products, but I started promoting it more, and the checks got a little bit bigger. And I had a lot of people tell me they liked the products. It was doing good for them. I said, well, okay, that's good. So then they switched the company they switched the name to Changing the Future Outcome. I think they wanted to keep the CTFO. So they had to figure out some words to fit the acronym. So that's what they did, but they started selling CBD oil. And this is ahead before it was completely, well, we had the Farm Bill passed, well, the president passed it last 6-8 months ago. So now it's legal for anybody to transport it between states and such, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I thought, well, the CBD oil, that's extremely interesting. And I'd already been reading a lot about it. I thought, well, that's really interesting. So I ordered some. I tried some for myself. I didn't feel anything different. It's like, eh. But then I have a friend who's like really, we got one of the things we got for him is he came into my office here and did a testimonial. And we're not allowed to say what it does to other people. That's part of the rules. So if you go to our affiliate site that we've built for our downline, there's a testimonial there of my friend of the most freaking amazing story you're going to hear what CBD oil can do for somebody. And then that wasn't the only one. We started getting more and more. And people I knew, I wish we could be specific and say, but that's why we have them come on and give their testimonials. What it was doing for people is just freaking amazing. And I thought, wow, this is really something. And so I thought, well, I'm going to promote this harder. So we started building free tools. See, with Georgetta and I, it's like I'm the programmer and I handle the servers and everything. So if we get an idea, she gets this whip out and starts snapping it at me, and I have to go to work and make this site work. That's how she is. So anyway, but then she takes care of her end, which is all the customer support, and she helps me brainstorm, and we talk together all the time on how to make this better and that better. So I built a whole bunch of tools that are totally free for our downline. A lot of people are in these companies, the way they make money is they build something for their downline and then they charge you $50 a month for it. Well, the way Georgetta and I look at it is, why wouldn't we make more money helping them make more sales? So that's what we do. So we give away everything we do. We get some really cool tools on timandgeo.com, and they're totally free for anybody in our downline. And but it's just been a steady, the checks come in every week. The company has gone through a couple hard times and they survived it. This is really rare. This thing could end up being a long-termer. So it's a really, really good company. The products are freaking amazing. I like the sales structure they have put together. It's totally legal, and they're run well. It's not, the company has to be run well or it's going to go away. It's run well. I've already seen them weather some hard times and stayed with it. I thought the last one, I don't know if they're going to make it through this, because I've seen this happen too many times, and I very rarely, I don't think I remember any company getting through that last change and surviving, but they did. So I have a lot of faith this is going to be a really good company for a really good long time. So
right. And Donald Damaris in the chat is saying, I just watched the CTFO comp plan and he gets all excited about it. That's what I'm
it's
talking about.
extremely fair. It's really, really fair. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Set up. I love it.
You can make a whole bunch of money if you just build your team and don't give up. And it's just a great company, and you guys should check it out. And I'm going to put the link to CTFO below this video today, so you guys can at least go and check the company out. And listen, you can join free. You ain't got to pay a dime, okay? And check the company out.
Yeah, I love that part about it. You don't have to pay anything to be in this and make money.
Yeah. All you got to do is just promote their products and services, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's all I do. And I take the oil myself. Here it is right here for my anxiety, because I can get real out there. You got Tim, no, I can crack that whip, you know?
Yeah, you can say what it does for you.
Yeah.
Because you're
it
allowed
helps
to do
my
that.
anxiety a lot, and things that I used to be all kind of fearful about and worried about, since I've been taking this CTFO CBD oil. It's a great product and it works for me. So if you guys want to check the link out, I'll have it down here. So let's see what else is in the chat here. Oh, Val and Coco, if you're still here, I'm sorry about that night box, but it'll tell you why. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Cleopatra is still in the chat, Tim, and she's saying we have great tools for people to use. Now, when you join our team, under us in CTFO, you can use we have a splash page for our team page. And if someone comes through that splash page, it'll wind up in our back office where we will call that prospect for you. I will call the prospect. And now that Tim is done with taxing, his tax business, he will call the prospect. So you got both of us working for you.
Plus, if they
Okay.
want to get brave, we can show them how to call the leads themselves. We give you free unlimited leads for people in our downline.
Right.
And I've got a training video on how to call these people, and it works. I mean, I am a telemarketing expert. So if you were to follow how I do things, you will be successful with it.
Right.
The problem is a lot of people. Yeah,
I'm very successful because, Tim don't like for me to give him his due. But this man is amazing. If you've been really listening to him, if you do what he say, you'll make it. That's what I did. Even though I was crying, I didn't want to call them leads. I told Tim I was calling them leads. I wasn't calling no leads. I was over here crying because I was afraid to get rejected. But then after I told him what was going on, and he said, "Well, you want to, if you don't want to, you want to get what you want to get, you got to call them." So I just prayed about it, asked God to go first, picked up that phone, called the first lead. They said no, and I said, "Okay, next." Call the next one, got a sale. Call the next one, got a sale. Call the next one, got a sale. You couldn't tell me nothing after that.
Yeah.
I was ready to roll, right, Tim?
Well, and the way I teach people to do it, it's really it's a no fear, no pressure way. You won't see anybody teaching you how to do telemarketing the way I teach you. It's just not done anywhere the way I do it. But that's one reason. I was always the number one telemarketer when I was working in telemarketing companies. And that's why my company I built that was my own, we did so darn well, because I had everybody in my offices. I gave them a script, and my scripts don't sound like scripts, and they have a lot of psychology in it. And if you go over to well, we've actually got them on Orange Leads, right? If you go to orangeleads.com and click, the videos are free. You don't even have to buy anything to get my training. So you could go use this training to sell something else if you want to. But we've got such an amazing company, CTFO, to sell for. I don't know why you'd want to. And I'm going to do some more specialized videos for CTFO telemarketing. And but you start with the training I got over there now. But I'm going to make a video. It has the exact words, because the video I have over there now is training you for kind of like generic, but it still is going to be the same starting for CTFO. It starts out the exact same.
Yeah.
And it's a no fear script. I mean, there's really should be no fear for this. It's so low pressure, and
Right.
it gets in and out. You get in and out. It's so easy.
Right. Okay, Donald, let's see who said, Patra is saying that's what she told me, and I did what he told me. So Patra followed what you said too. So like I said, Patra.
Petra and I were doing phone calls together once, weren't we, Petra?
I'm sorry, guys. It's my phone. I thought I cut it down.
I think I was on the phone training Petra how to do phone calls once.
Let me see. I think you did.
We were calling.
Okay, yeah. Tim, let me see who else is in the chat.
Right.
Okay, Val and Coco, I'm sorry about that night box. I should have told everybody that about night box. You cannot use excessive caps, no excessive symbols, no bells, nothing like that. You can only use 2 emojis. Okay, so let's move on. Callie Girl is saying she's still here. I told you what Patrick said. Trisha's motivation moment is here. Hey, Trisha, thank you so much for coming. Good morning to you. Boca TV is in the house, and good morning. Good morning to you, and welcome. Thank you for coming. Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, and I think Delightful Don is still here. Donald is still here. Oh, and Donald says, amen on the tubes, starting to plug into them. Yeah, I just approved you the other night, Donald. I was like, hey, Donald back on the team. Donald. Yeah. And Patrick, you got to come on with it, girl, okay? And you know, my phone, I'm going to cut this off right now because it is not going to stop.
You're just too popular.
I know. I be trying to tell people don't be calling me when I'm online, but they just call me anyway. Okay, but I'll call that person back. It's probably about CTFO. Let's see who else. Uh, okay. Well, it's been a great day, and I thank everybody in the chat for coming. But I mean, yeah, and I'm just so glad that Tim agreed to come on and talk to you guys to let you know a little bit about my journey with him. Even though you guys have heard me say how I met Tim, but now you know how I met Tim. Okay, and he thinks I cracked the whip. Okay, which I do, but we get
Which
things
I do.
done and
At least you
we
do.
make money. And I want to personally thank Tim because I don't think that I would be this far if I hadn't have met you, Tim.
Oh,
And I really, really, really thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I do.
thank you.
So there you go. All right. Next Thursday, everybody, we're going to feature my daughter, Cece Vance. She's a celebrity publicist, and she's going to tell everybody how she got to be that. Okay, and it's going to be very interesting. So I need for you guys to show up again. And Donald, if you're still here, you said something, Geo. You're an October queen. That's why we get along so well. So is my wife. Oh, Donna, yeah, we're Libras, man. We are something else. We are people persons, okay? Or however you say it. But anyway, thank you so much for that comment, Donald. Okay, guys. That's going to be it for now. Tim, thank you so much for coming. And I'm going to have you come back and we're going to talk about strictly CTFO and the tools that we have to offer people and how we help you build your downline. Okay, Tim?
Hey, can I mention, and I'm not here trying to hawk my books. This is, I mean, sort of, but not really. I want people to read my book, especially the ones, it's got tons of good advice in it. It's in story form. It's very entertaining. I got a lot of my secrets in there about how to do sales. You can get the ebook version for like $4. It's really cheap on Amazon. So it's the sales success stories from a true child entrepreneur. And I'm very proud of it, and it will help people. So, I mean, I've got a lot of free training out there on the internet I want people to use too, but sometimes a book in your hand is nice, you know.
Oh,
But
Tim, it's okay. You can show your book to the people because, I mean, his book is excellent. If you really want to learn how his secrets, buy his book from Amazon. What is the name of your book, Tim?
sales success stories from a true child entrepreneur.
Okay, I'm going to have the link to his book in the description box below. Okay, I see Afro Black in the house. Hey, Afro, how
Hey,
you
Afro.
doing? Hey, say hello to Afro Black, Tim.
Hey, Afro.
Afro Black is an entertainer, and he will keep you laughing, Tim, from the time you go to his live until the time you leave. Okay.
Okay.
And also, he is an awesome, awesome, awesome guy. So we must get over there, Tim, to his live. Okay. You have to go
Okay.
with me. All right.
All right.
See how you go, Afro. And then my daughter Cicely is saying, oh, Lord, mommy, you're pressuring me. Because what you going to, I cracked the whip
That's
with everybody.
my mother's job. Come on.
Tell her again, Tim.
Yeah, that's a mother's job.
That's right. And you're going to be on here, Sissy, because you're freaking amazing too. Okay. And people need to hear your story and you inspire people. So that's why you're going to be on here next Thursday. And Val and Coco. Oh, thank you, Val. Tim, Val and Coco is saying, I really enjoyed this. Thank you so
Oh,
much. Thank you.
Alan, thank you very much.
Okay. And then Donald is saying Afro Black. Don't worry, you can always watch the replay. This was really good, Afro. You should watch it. Okay. And let's see. Anybody else? Okay. All right. So everybody that came, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And Tim will be back probably next month, and we're going to talk about uh, how to make money with CTFO and things like that. And what we're going to do, because Tim is such a great part of my success in CTFO, we're going to rotate our links so that but you'll still be on our team, no matter if you're on Tim's or you're on mine. Okay. So that's how we do it because we
Oh yeah,
are.
I'm actually in Georgetta's downline. So anybody under me is under Georgetta also. But
Right.
but Georgetta needs a lot of people in her first level too. So we don't want to stop that from happening.
Right. And so I just appreciate everybody coming, and I'm going to go ahead and let's see who's okay, Melvin Pittman. Hey, Melvin. You can okay, I had a busy morning. I apologize for missing you. It's okay. You can you and Afro Black, y'all can always watch the replay. It's really, really good. You should watch it. And you should hear what Tim has to say. But Tim, say hello to Melvin Pittman.
Hello, Melvin Pittman.
Now, Tim Melvin is my online partner, okay? And we own a couple of big sites together, and we make money together online. And we are in my main CTFO affiliate program together. Okay, if there are there any questions you guys want to ask Tim or me? If not, you better hurry up and type it.
I'll
What time
answer
is it, Tim?
anything.
I can't see the
I'll
time.
answer any question, I should say. The answer
You're
might be none of
asking.
your.
What? Oh, come
The answer
on.
might be none of
Tim,
your business. I'll answer any question.
you know he's a funny guy too, Tim. Okay, all right. We have another person that just came in the chat. That's Deacons of Defense. Hello and welcome. And Afro Black is saying hello to you too, Deacon. You're new here. Thank you so much for coming. Okay. Okay. Announcement. Uh, okay. Donald is asking Tim, is the Bluetooth beacon still available? No, we
No,
don't use that.
Donald, I am so sorry. No, we tested the heck out of that thing. They were scamming us. All right. I called them in the beginning. They gave me answers. They were just lies, BS. We figured it out. I tested it right and left. They were scamming us. No. So we got out of that. We will not recommend that. Sorry.
Right.
It's a really great idea, but maybe
It
start
just
small.
didn't work for us.
It didn't work.
You know.
It didn't work. We
And
got some results right away, but then they switched things around or something to where it was they're faking our visits to our what they said we had, and we proved it. Because Georgette and I built tools to track traffic, so I know good and well where my traffic's coming from. And it wasn't they just no, sorry.
for real. And see, this is one thing about Tim Drobnick that I really like is before I get into something, I always ask Tim, look over this compensation plan because you know I'm not good with it and I don't want to be spending my money on something that's not going to bring me no profit. And he'll look it over, he'll go through it with a fine tooth, and then he'll tell me, no, you don't want to do this. I say, Skip, because I don't want to waste my
The
time, and
Beacon,
I don't want to go no jail either.
the Beacon Company was legal. I mean, everything about it was legal. Everything looked good up front. Called and asked them questions. Everything sounded good. We got some initial good results, but then it took a bad turn. So
Yeah, but I'm talking about anything
anything, right?
I get into. Anything I get into or want to get into,
Yeah.
I always run it by him because he knows how to read those comp plans really well. So if I tell you guys, okay, I'm into this and that, trust me, I have ran it by my partner because he's good at knowing if the company is good or bad, you know. And
Well,
he's been
I can
telling
tell you if
people
it's legal
that.
or not legal. I can
Wait,
tell you if
Tim.
it's
Okay,
legal
go
or
ahead.
not.
Oh
I
yeah,
can
yeah. Go
tell you if
ahead,
it's
Tim.
legal or not legal. I can tell you if it seems like the management is good, but I can't guarantee what's going to happen because there's so many unknown factors. So at some point we just say, all right, everything looks good at this point. The management seems good. The comp plan's legal. It looks like they have the experience to make this work, but it doesn't mean it's not going to work. Doesn't mean, I mean, I've seen him go down because one partner slept with his other partner's wife. The whole company blows up. We don't know what's going to happen on that. That's why I was like the CTFO. I was doing. I'm amazed. There's several times I thought, yeah, they're going down on this one, and they didn't. So I'm really amazed with that company. But I can't
Right.
predict who's going to be successful or not. Although I can almost always predict which ones are not going to be successful. But
That's what I'm talking about. That
yeah,
part. That's what I love about him. In the chat we have Cardis Eats. Cardis Eats is in the house, y'all. Hey, girl. Hey, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. That's her thing. So everybody have to get over there. And if you don't have Cardis Eats, please, 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 please get her. And she has wonderful lives. Okay. So hey, Curtis E, my girl, thank you, thank you, thank you for coming. Let's see. Booker TV is still here. Curtis Eats is saying mix and mingle. Melvin Pittman is speaking to Curtis Eats. Donald Demaris is telling Melvin Pittman, Tim, that they are amazing. Known them for a few years. Yes, we are amazing. I'll take
thank
that,
you.
Donald. Thank you.
Donald's a good dancer,
Oh yeah, Donald.
Mr. T.
And he's so tall. And I'm
Yeah,
way down here at Donald, way up there. So I be looking at Donald like that. But Donald is such a great guy. I
yeah.
mean, he's such a great guy. Really. And I'm so glad, Donna, that you stuck with us and you're on our team and you're back at it. Yes. Okay. Let's see who else is in here that I haven't talked about. Uh, okay. That's oh. Something happened to my chat. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Okay. Now I am going to in this live today. But on a good note, thank you, Tim, once again for coming and talking to all my friends here at
You're welcome.
YouTube. And I have the announcement for next Thursday at 10:30 a.m. We're going to have CC Vance, celebrity publicist, to come in and tell you guys her story and tell you guys how she got to do that and tell you guys why that what she does allows her to work from her own home for herself. And CC is my daughter, and I'm very proud of her. So, and then on maybe once, I'm going to try to do this twice a month, but I have to see how many people is willing to come on here and talk to you guys about what they do and how they do it and blah 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 to see if you guys want to get into business with them or whatever. But I'm trying to think of a name to give this section of my YouTube channel, and so I will be thinking about that, and I probably will talk with Cece about a name for it. Okay, here she go again, Tim. Oh Lord, mommy, pressure. Girl, you are freaking amazing. Okay, all right. My name is Gio. I am the content creator for The Boss Life Online. It's where I show people how to make money like I do. Now, it may not be for everybody, but I'm so sure and sure that it is for somebody. So, with that said, I'm going to see y'all on the beaches of the world. Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.